to expect. And here's the good news. I don't really know what to expect either. I know I have to do something on the tube of you in order for it to be right. So but it does this thing. So I need more YouTube followers. So all of you people over here on Facebook, if you're not over on YouTube, go do that. Get it done. Do it up. Because I haven't been promoting it. So guess what? Since I haven't been promoting it, nothing's been happening. So since nothing's happening, that is depressing. Hi, Janie. Hi, Dan. And I'm sure Janie's husband's there. Oh, there he is. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Billy. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Ronnie. How you doing? Ronnie is up there in Newfoundland. If you don't know, Newfoundland was getting hit by that hurricane. And, oh, there it is. Okay, I found the buttons. I don't know. I think it works. I'm pretty sure it works. So I think it works. Okay. So I'm going to try and shorten this up a little bit. Let's see what happens. 3 people on YouTube. I'm so excited. It's exciting. So make sure that, seriously, people on Facebook, if you're not on YouTube, please go over to YouTube. Oh, Ronnie is my cousin. She's my cousin in Newfoundland. So if you don't know that, then now you know. Anyway, I think the western side of Newfoundland was getting hit with that hurricane, and eastern side was not. Supposedly, is that true, Ronnie? I mean, I don't know how that can be true, but maybe someday. Maybe someday I can get a. I look marvelous tonight. Oh wow, thank you. I don't necessarily feel marvelous, and that's what it's got. That's I think what we're going to be talking about is like showing up even if you don't feel marvelous. Even if you found out you're still paying for homeowners insurance and you don't have a home and you're renting. Even if, what else? Even if your dog barks like ridiculously when anybody comes to the house. I'm trying. I guess like I have a little bit of time in between jobs right now. So I'm kind of in between jobs, as Todd Snyder would say. And it was worse on the West Coast. Sorry, I know that I'm jumping around. Hi, Jean. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Molly. Hi, Molly. How are you doing? Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Jessica. Okay. Hi, Ashley. I want to make sure I say, oh, Janie, thank you so much for popping over there and saying hi to YouTube. You're so sweet. So again, like seriously, find me on YouTube and like me. Share this channel. I'm realizing like there's a lot of limitations to how I advertise and how people find out about me. And what I have found very, very interesting, and I know I shared some of the results last week, is that the results of the hi Tony, the results of the survey I sent out, and I sent it out on my newsletter. So if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, all you got to go is to this site. I'm gonna type it in, and it's not that. Oh my gosh, I'm so used to writing my email address that I just completely. It's okay, babe. Don't worry about it. That's totally fine. Thank you, honey. There you go. So go to that JannieCook.com, and it will ask you for your email address. So for sure, here, Monk. I like your shirt. Yeah, I am totally live. You want to say hi? No. Keenan every time. Keenan for the win. Keenan for the win. So so definitely get on there, and you will get you'll get a newsletter when I try to do it every week. Yeah, you can watch with him. Yeah. Okay, now you can just talk, babe. What? Yeah, just till I'm done with this. It's not going to be. It's still okay. Sorry, I'm patenting at the same time. So so if you're okay, so I'm gonna say this again. If you are new here, I really appreciate you coming. That's actually a lot of you, more than 50%, about 50, actually it's over 50%, have not received a reading, but you watch me on YouTube. So I find that really interesting. Or you watch me on Mediumship Monday. It doesn't matter if it's on, I didn't ask it where you're watching it. I should have asked that. That'll be my next thing. Are you a subscriber to my YouTube page? And if not, why not? So I want to thank you for that. I also want to thank you for showing up here week in, week out. I do this so that, oh, that's funny. I do this so that, why would they hold? Oh, Scott. Oh, great. How nice. Hi, Skyler. It's nice. I'm glad you're here. That's awesome. That's sweet. Skyler, do you play an instrument? Okay. So I'm going to write a course, and it's going to be the curriculum of life. I think that's really I'm going to write down. No instrument? Sounds like, it feels like drums would be a good one for him, Janie. So that's kind of what I'm hearing for him. Is he got rhythm? He's got jazz, man. He totally has got some moves. So if they haven't shown up yet, they will absolutely show up. So I want to talk a little bit about how a group reading goes, and then I'm going to talk to you. So I'm going to talk to you about group reading, talk to you about what it looks like, talk to you about kind of my where I'm doing them, and then I'm going to talk to you about a special group reading that's coming up. So first, a group reading, especially in a room, there are many different ways that spirit can come through. Bring me ideas, thoughts, sensations, names. I really want very evidential things to the point of, oh, like your plumbing broke, or there is something going on in your basement, or there's something going on with your knee, your foot, your ankle, your head, your elbow, whatever it is. So I want spirit to be very specific about evidential things that have happened to you that I would have no idea that's happened, that they're explaining to me has happened, to let you know that they're here. Evidential is very important. Evidential is where it's at. If you are behind a medium or a psychic who is not giving you evidential, physical, like this happened here or there or this, that means they're not, just realizing you can see some of my mess. Sorry. Then they're not the medium for you. It's really important for you to to trust what's coming through. That's a very important thing. So how my mediumship works is every medium is a little bit different. They work a little bit differently. They're here for different reasons. You know, I'm kind of a cross between, if I had to do what I was a cross, I'm like a crossbred pollination of like your fate, like Teresa Caputo, Thomas John, and Rebecca Rosen. And a little bit of, oh God, what is her name? Do you have my phone, honey? Can I see it for a second? She's actually really, really good. And if you haven't found this woman, thank you, sweetheart. I just want to make sure I get her name right. Hollis Durand. That's who I wanted to make sure. I just was looking at something. She has some good newsletters, some good information. Again, I'm literally about your growth as a human and a soul, not just about like you coming and seeing me or not, right? This is about your growth, your opportunities in this world, your opportunities for expansion, and your opportunities. Oh, Piper, here you go, babes. You have it back. He's texting you back. So, yeah. So the channel is more than just for like finding and getting information or trying to get connected, because sometimes I don't really want to connect. Sometimes it's been a hard day, and it's been a hard week. I feel like my heart's a little broken, and lots of things are up for me. So it's been a harder week, and I've been trying to get an office together, and dude, that's like super expensive. It's so expensive to get an office together, but I have one, and I feel like I'm stuck somewhere. I don't know if I am. So my mediumship works like this. And how does it work? I'll tell you how. I receive messages from guides, angels, deceased loved ones. Sometimes I don't really know who I'm getting the message from for a while, but to me, it doesn't. At the end, it doesn't matter if it's hitting home and there's a lot of evidence in there. I won't really care because I care more about the relationship you had with people, how it felt, and you will know in your soul when I'm talking to you, as long as you're not resistant. And if you're resistant, oh no. Why was okay? Can anybody see me on Facebook? If you are on YouTube, could you see me? Could you let me know? Could you tell me something? I think my live ended on Facebook. It did. You can see me. Can you? Are you Janie? Are you also on Facebook? You can't always get what you want. Don't I know that? I'm reloading it. I don't know. It looks like Facebook is completely frozen. No, okay. It looks like it completely froze. I'm just gonna have to end this. You can try sometimes. You just might find. Oh, hi Skyler. How you doing? So if it looks like will you tell your mom and dad that I'll be right back on in 1 second? It stopped working. And now this is what they call, folks, dead airtime. It is dead airtime. So I got a little bit sick. Actually, I did get sick. Continuation of mediumship. So I did get sick last week, so I've been down, and you can still hear it in my voice. I haven't gotten rid of it really all together yet, but it's working. I don't know what just happened. Oh. All right, there we go. I did a crazy, crazy face, as you could see, my YouTubers. Okay, so how many people are over here on Facebook? Because I can't even tell. I don't know. I can't even tell. All right, so somehow, YouTube, very crazy. Like, YouTube didn't crash, but Facebook crashed. So I had to kind of start all over and start out and fire it back up. Okay, so I had to start over and okay. All right, so I guess I'm just gonna wait a few minutes and see if we can't. Yeah, I just got back on, Ryan. I don't know what happens. It's completely, didn't work out. That's what happens in life. Things, you think they're working out one way and then boom, you hit a plexiglass wall and it just happens all over again and you got to change. You just got to do something different. That's not bad. Okay, so anyway, all right. So I'm hoping that it's showing that I got back on or something like that. It's going to take a few minutes. So evidential mediumship is really important. Yeah, happy Monday. No kidding. That's exactly right, Tracy. Happy Monday. And it's Friday the 13th this Friday, and it's a full moon Friday the 13th. Now, do I think that is evil? No, I do not think that's evil. I personally end up thinking that anytime that you're able to increase your energy or your vibration on a frequency, no matter if it's because of the day or your belief in the day, because really it's what your intention is of what you're sending out into the world, what's going to happen. So I'm imploring you that if you're afraid of like Friday the 13th, maybe you should look at it a little bit differently. Maybe you should try and see things a little bit more openly. So I always wonder, anyway, okay, I'm just, all of this like downtime, it's good luck, right? I like that, Jennifer. It's good luck. It's a day to kind of take all of your horseshoes, open them up to the sky, grabbing all the good luck that you can get, and then start utilizing that for the rest of the year, okay? So try and do that. If you have any horseshoes laying around. If not, I have some horse people that will totally let you. Hi, Doris. Is that my Doris? Are you my Doris? I don't think so. If you're in Detroit, let me know. Oh, good. Oh, hi, Jen. So welcome. I'm going to talk right to you right now because a lot of these people have maybe seen me before. And if you're here, I was talking actually, interestingly enough, on Facebook about how, and you're on YouTube, so I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming here. Is that this is a wealth of information. I'm not just going to talk about me, and I'm not just going to give messages. I'm going to tell you about Hollis Duran. I'm going to tell you to go find Thomas John. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I'm glad you're over here. YouTube's better anyway. See, they just proved it. I just proved it. It's all right. Just say I just canceled it, I think. So yeah, I don't know why Facebook died, but it did. So it's another reason why going onto YouTube is perfect for you, and you should be a part of it. And if you're not a part of it, you should try to be a part of it. So I am going to start. Funny, Jen. So okay, so I want to talk a little bit about what's it like to see a medium. What should you expect when you see a medium? What are some of the things that you should talk about? Because one of the things that happened is that my sons, they watch this. I don't know if you've seen this. My daughter too. And if you have not watched, it's called Odd Ones Out on YouTube. He's hilarious, right? He's got like a gamillion followers, and he on one of his recent videos said that all psychics were a scam, and I thought, wow, that's like a really humongous comment. And then he said at the end, which is kind of what happens all the time, like, well, all those psychics out there said who couldn't believe I said this. You should have known it's going to happen. It's not. Yeah, that's right. It's not true. Oh, good. I'm glad you're seeing me on Facebook as well. But if you haven't subscribed to YouTube, please go do that. And I want to say that it really is not true. The unfortunate thing is that there are a lot of people who will really feed you snake oil, and who aren't coming from the highest place, and who aren't. And I'm not saying like, I jump all over the place. And if you've ever hung around me, your jaw might drop about like some of the things that come out of my mouth, or some of the things that I believe that are very, very different than what's out there. But I always like to say that I've been through a lot. And one of the reasons I've been through a lot and taken through my paces is because it's helped me to really understand compassion and understand what you're going through when you see me. I know. So I actually wanted to spend, and now I remember, and I always tear this off my new blinds that I have. It's all right, babe. I'll get it later. No, I forgot. I wanted to talk a little bit about, which is not addressed as much. And I know that there's some people out there, because I feel it at least one. And again, what I say on here might not hit you immediately. It may not even be for you. It could be for somebody who watches it later. That's how energy works. It can go from somebody who watches in a year from now. I could be saying something that Spirit knows is going to help them, right? So I will say whatever comes up. And what's coming up right now, I think is really important, is when a sibling loses a sibling. It's a really traumatic event. Now, it's hard because when you lose a sibling, oh, Sarah, you're so sweet. When you, then really, it was not looking for a compliment there. I work really hard at this, and I believe 100% in what I do and why I do it. So I've really, it's for your soul. And besides, do you really want a medium that is running around doing 20 million different things just to pay all the bills? I mean, they'd be scattered. I mean, look at me, because that's actually what happens. and then I'm like running to get to one place, and running to get to another, running to get to another. So I'm saying that, and it is true, but you really do want a medium who actually works on their energy, who has the ability to kind of a lot of introspection. It takes a lot of faith and trust within spirit to know that what you're saying and what you're doing is for the greatest good. Because I don't want my ego. I don't want anybody's ego getting in the way. I just want it of the whole Christ consciousness, the whole oneness, everything, for universe, for God, for everything. That it's all. That's who I work for. I work for the universe. Oh, the third sign this week about so here we go. Losing a sibling is devastating. It's almost like I lost my brother. It's interesting. I was just talking about him today. I talk about my brother a lot. My brother's around me a lot, as my dad is. But I was talking about him today with a friend, somebody who knew him. And my whole life, I was like, I was going to die before I turned 40. I was so going to die before I turned 40. It was not going to happen. I wasn't going to make it. I was going to die. And he died when he was 39. So I think my whole life, I was walking around reading the energy of my brother when it was really, the energy of my brother when I kept thinking it was me, because I couldn't tell the difference between somebody else's thing and my thing. It was hard to tell the difference. So, and then it was 39, he died. And my brother was my older brother. And it's a very difficult path, especially when you have a grieving parent. Because when you have a grieving parent and when you have a grieving parent, you want to make sure that they're okay. And sometimes I think the siblings can get lost. They're not really, there's not really a space for them to have this, you can have it, but it's really hard, because how do you have it and know that your mom or your dad, or your mom and your dad, or just your dad, kind of keep it all together, and you're supporting and coming together in this way. And there are so many stages of grief. And I think that when you grieve, when you grieve somebody that close to you, because I always think like there's nobody closer to you than your sibling. Nobody closer. And it's such an intense bond that you have with someone. And to lose them is devastating. And, we have different kinds of loss. And so, but I'm specifically talking about death. So losing a sibling to death, like physical death, we really have to kind of be a lot gentler with ourselves, not think that we should be over it any faster than anything else. And it's something that always sticks. It's something that will always be part. So I'll tell you something kind of funny. So when my brother, there's no water in here. When my brother died, he had a daughter that we didn't know about. And for a million reasons, the mother didn't tell us or didn't tell him. Hi, Shelly, honey. Hi, Tracy again. And then, so she was 12 at the time. It happened pretty quickly after my brother passed. And she had sent a picture of what she looked like. And the moment I saw this picture, I 100% knew, like just saw her picture. And I knew it was my brother's daughter. She looks just like him, so many different ways. And which is good, because my brother looked like my mom. So, so she got lucky. And, oh, there we go. So I'm hoping YouTube's working well and Facebook's. I'm assuming everything is. So that it's like this thing you have with your siblings that you just know who they are. So I want to urge. There's also a flip side of this, okay? And again, I am coming from this really big idea of compassion. Is everything all right, Piper?
Oh yeah, I just
okay. Let the spider go. I will get him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a piece of paper.
Okay. Anyway, hi Nona. So I want to talk about the flip side of that. because there's a lot of tension and stress that happens within families. And this is the thing that I'm going to be getting to address. How to forgive your siblings, dead or alive. Because, you know, I quite frankly, I'm totally furious at my brother for dying. He should not have died the way he died. And it was very soon. I mean, he didn't get to see my kids, really hang out with them, got to like be buddies with them. They would be like super buddies. So, so how do you get over being angry with a sibling, whether they're alive or dead? I'm actually going to, I'm taking a big stance. It's been like I said, it's been a really interesting couple of weeks with me. And I do see myself working only for Universe, and that's my boss. So how do you forgive? How do you forgive the people that are around you when it's really, really, really hard? I'm going to tell you. And this is the hardest parts of it. This is the first step, number one. You chose this path with these people to understand how to forgive and how to love yourself and be worthy at the same time. So it starts with responsibility. All right. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I got an angry face up here. Who is an angry face? Tracy, you gave me an angry face. That makes me super sad. Did you leave? Tracy, you're gonna make me cry. So it's about taking responsibility for where you're at all the time, right now, every time. Taking responsibility where you're at all the time, every time, right where you're at. And this is so weird over there in the land of YouTube. As far as I know, it's still going, I think. What is that? Oh, weird. That's crazy. And now I'm still talking and it's 7:34. I probably should get off because it seems to me that I'm talking a lot. So it is, and especially, and you know what I'd like to talk about is, Skyler. I want to talk to you, Skyler. Skyler, is your brother older or younger than you? Unless you're still not there. Unless you're not there, and then don't worry about it. We can just figure it out some other time. So we talked about how group readings go. We talked a little bit about this curriculum on this course that I'm writing. I'll be writing that within the next couple of weeks, and we're going to start with siblings. We're going to start with a loss of a sibling, and we're going to start with a loss of relation. Secondarily, okay, it's working. Thank you very much, Jen. And you're younger. Oh, Jen. Oh, Skyler, does your brother let you in your room? Is he a good brother to you? I'm going to find out right now. You have such a fantastic energy, Skyler. Your soul is so happy, and I am digging that you're here. And I'm waiting for your answer, too. And I'm waiting for your answer. So type away. Type away, Skyler. No pressure. But pressure. That's life right there. No pressure, but pressure. All the pressure, but none of the pressure. Seriously, no pressure. But I wouldn't mind if there was a little bit of pressure. Made something happen. He's younger. So Ryan are they good to each other? Are the brothers good to each other? Yes. All right. Well. The good news is I don't work for a network, so I don't have to worry about dead time or keeping time filled. Although you might get bored, but for some reason, none of y'all seem to get bored with me just rambling my head off. Oh, happy Monday to you, Heather. So we're going to talk about siblings. We're going to talk about, we're going to talk about how to work with your sibling so that you do have like a good relationship. We're also going to talk to, I want to make sure you're aware of this, is that Sunday, the 29th, that is a Sunday. Normally I'm at sales on Wednesdays. I am doing a fundraiser for Kissy, somebody I went to high school. Her grandson has medulloblastoma, which is cancer in the medulla of the brain, which is like part of the sheaths that covers the brain. So his parents are young. I think they're, I don't know, Kissy's not on, but they're really incredibly young. So they are, could listen to me for days. Okay. I love you, Shelly. You're the sweetest thing in the world. I will be doing a fundraiser there. All of the profits are going to be going to them. And listen, instead of the $35, listen, instead of $35, it's going to be $50 because it is a fundraiser and it is for 2 kids who work hourly jobs, who aren't getting any kind of breaks, who need help paying the bills. So I am also going to be bringing a jar to rattle and hand around everywhere. So please make sure that you bring extra change, extra couple of things of cash, but the admission is $50 versus $35. So please, and if you can't make it, I'm going to urge you. I will put on both my on both my Facebook pages. We'll put the fundraiser, and I'll also try and share it in the gram, in Instagram. So okay, that's that. Let's see here. No, I am not at sales every Wednesday. That's a good question. Yeah. Oh, Laura, he's your friend's little boy. His name is EJ, and he is adorable. And Kissy will be there, and there'll be pictures, and you can ask questions of Kissy, and I don't know, and Laura. Laura is a friend of the mama, and I know she's exhausted. So let's really try and show up for this little boy who's fighting brain cancer, and he will need to be. And from what I understand, and I don't know if this has changed, he's going to need to have chemotherapy for the next 3 years. So that fundraiser is going to be, that fundraiser group reading is going to be Sunday the 29th. And that will be, I will, at the same time as normal, you can come at 4 and eat. And then I will read from 6 to 8. And I will also be, bringing a cup around to be like, hello, give some more money for him. Oh, good. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Eileen. So good to have you all here. I just love you guys so much. I just talk. Hi again, Skyler. Where is it at? It's at Sal's Italian Restaurant. Thank you for asking, Eugene. It's at Sal's Italian Restaurant in Tecumseh, Michigan. I am also going to be well, I won't be at Sal's for my own purposes until the next month. I'm not going to flood Sal's until. Yes, thank you. Aw. I hope, Kaylin, I hope that you heard what I was talking about losing brothers, about losing siblings. I've lost my brother too, so I know what that's like. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yes, there are only 44 spots there, so it is first come, first serve. Arrive early, definitely be there early, and it should be a wonderful night. Spirit will always come through, and you have to trust that. You have to trust that what you're doing right now is what you can do for whatever situation you're at right now. Does that mean, Skyler, that you could say, you know what, Mom, I'm doing the best I can do. I can't put away my clothes. No, that does not mean that. That means you actually have to learn how to put away your clothes, just so you know. So it'll be Sunday the 29th. It's $50 at the door. I'm going to bang you out for another 50 because I want these guys to have a little bit of financial relief so that they can just focus on their little baby. Could you imagine? I mean, Laura, how old is EJ's mama? She's like 20, and she's young. Hi, Candy. She's young. So let's do what we can to support her. Okay. And did I talk about? So I will be having courses. I'm hoping to at least get 1 or 2 done in between jobs. And then I'm also, I'm scheduling group readings. I will come to your house. there. I will come to your house. I'm also doing spirit coaching. I'm going to rate where it is. There you go. That's where it is. So, okay. Oh, I was hoping that, she's 23. I mean, she's so young. I didn't have my babies till my 30s, and I'm not going to tell you when that was. So, so she's so young. So let's try and really show her support for her and and everything she's doing. And that could be literally, I might even show up with a sign-up sheet for helping her out at the hospital because she needs some help. So that being said, I have talked to you guys for about 45 minutes about group readings, about mediums, and how important it is to really vet your medium. And I swear to God, do never ever buy somebody who's never ever buy time, money, foolishness, where they're like, you know what? If you buy a candle for $300, I will pray over it for the next 30 days for you. Don't do that. All right, that is a ripoff. Just actually go ahead and leave without paying if possible. But that's not cool. So Ursula Darby is an amazing medium in Guelph. I think I like that name, Guelph, Ontario. Well, Thomas John's good, but I mean, he's hard to get into, and I think he's going to stop touring, which, leaves the space for me to start touring, just to let you know. I will travel too. I plan to travel all over the world, connecting people with their loved ones and helping people in that spiritual sense. In that spiritual sense. That's kind of funny, just the way it's said. Just the way I said it. Oh, thank you, Sherry. You're so sweet. They were seeming like I was going to do one more thing. I can't remember what it is. Oh, I was going to tell you more mediums. So there is my daughter has my phone, and I'm on my computer. So there is a great medium. Do you have the phone a little bit?
No, I don't. I think I did.
Okay, don't worry about it. I think it's at the table. Okay, so I wanted to give you a couple more names of a couple more mediums. Thank you, honey. YouTube is telling me that I'm live on YouTube right now. How cool is that? I don't know, Ursula, are you still on? I think you're not on anymore, but if you are on, well, who's another good medium that you would suggest? We want to see you for a long time. Good. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're going to be there on the 29th. Hi, Nicole. Well, I can't think of any more, but Ursula's good. She's a personal friend of mine. She does great work. She's very much in tune and very incredibly evidential to the point of it's astoundingly amazing. So she's really, really good. So if you are interested, Ursula Darby, I don't know if she's ursuladarby.com. ursuladarby.com. I think. I don't know if that will come up. Joni from Kissimmee, Florida. Wait, what side is Kissimmee on? Did you get hit with a hurricane? Seems like the whole eastern seaboard, except for Western Canada. I don't know how that happened, Ronnie. I don't even know. How did it go? It just must have gone in the inside, which is crazy. So, Sherry, I really appreciate you saying that. That's very sweet and kind of you. I really do. That means a lot. I hope Kissimmee was okay, and it's okay right now. I mean, it's so. All right, now I am going to see like, be like, get off, yo. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Talk to you later. Talk to you next week. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao, everybody on YouTube. Thanks so much for showing up. Ciao. Bye.